Buckle up, explorers. Get ready to uncover the spine-tingling secrets behind the ancient Great Sphinx of Giza. I'm thrilled you're back on Crotch, and today we embark on a thrilling journey through 10 Egypt Sphinx discoveries that left scientists speechless and wondering if they should sleep with the lights on. Let's kick off our adventure with number 10, the mind-blowing DNA theory that rocked the scientific community in 2018. A team of fearless French researchers made headlines worldwide when they claimed to have successfully extracted DNA from the Sphinx's paws, leaving us all wondering, what other surprises does this enigmatic creature hold? Let's dive deeper into the DNA theory, a game-changing discovery that initially seemed to support traditional Egyptian building methods. When French researchers analyzed the ancient monument's DNA, they found limestone beneath the Great Sphinx that matched the local Giza Plateau soil, ticking all the boxes for a historically accurate construction process. But here's where things get really intriguing. Buried beneath centuries of sand, the team uncovered a sediment layer that didn't belong to the Giza Plateau. This shocking revelation suggests our enigmatic Sphinx was once completely hidden and only emerged in recent history. So, what does this mean? Has the DNA theory unearthed more questions than answers? You might have heard about the mind-blowing ice core experiment from Swiss scientists back in 2013, where they bravely drilled into the Great Sphinx's paws. Talk about taking a step back in time. They extracted a remarkably well-preserved piece of ancient ice, which was thousands of years old and packed with pollen grains and other hidden secrets. The team hoped this frozen treasure trove would help crack the code to dating our mysterious monument. But here's the thing: after conducting the analysis, they hit a roadblock. The results were inconclusive. What could have gone wrong? Was it a game-changing discovery that slipped through their fingers or just a misstep in the process? Here's where things get really interesting. The ice core analysis was like a double-edged sword, giving us two possible timelines for the Great Sphinx's construction. On one hand, some pollen grains and organic matter matched up with traditional Egyptian history, pointing to a familiar past. But on the other hand, other findings suggested it could be way older than we thought. Think of it as a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit into our current understanding of ancient Egypt. So, what's going on here? Was it a clever cover-up or just an incomplete picture? The mystery remains unsolved, but one thing is for sure. The ice core analysis has opened doors to new questions and theories about this enigmatic wonder. And speaking of mind-bending theories, let's dive into the next one, the underground tunnels. Get ready for another fascinating twist. Imagine if there were hidden passageways beneath your feet, holding secrets about ancient civilizations. That's exactly what we're talking about with the underground tunnels surrounding the Great Sphinx. Some people think these tunnels might have been used in spiritual rituals or ceremonies, while others believe they could have served as a transportation network or storage for food and water. The mystery deepens. Interestingly, the first clues about these hidden tunnels emerged way back in the early 1900s when French archaeologists uncovered a small tunnel beneath the Sphinx's paws. Can you imagine what other secrets lie waiting to be discovered? But here's the thing. This initial discovery was just a small taste of what might lie beneath. The short tunnel didn't lead anywhere, leaving us wondering if there was more to uncover. Fast forward to recent years, and we've got more exciting updates. In 2017, Japanese researchers used cutting-edge ground-penetrating radar to scan the Sphinx, and what did they find? A massive void under its paws that's way too big to be a natural cave. Some experts are buzzing about the possibility of a hidden chamber. And just when we thought it was getting interesting, in 2018, French researchers joined the party with muon tomography, a technique that can see through solid stone, and guess what? They're still uncovering secrets beneath our feet. Now, let's dive into what makes muon tomography so cool. It's like an X-ray for ancient monuments. By using cosmic rays, this non-destructive method creates a 3D image of the object inside and out. When French researchers applied it to the Sphinx in 2018, they got a major surprise: not one, but two massive cavities hidden beneath its body. And guess where one of them is? Right in the chest. Now, you might be thinking, gateway to another dimension. Yeah, that's exactly what some theorists are proposing. And why's that? Well, it all comes down to the Sphinx's alignment with the stars. It seems this ancient wonder is more than just a pretty face. here's what gets really interesting. The Sphinx doesn't just sit pretty, its parts are actually aligned with celestial bodies in mind-blowing ways. Check this out, one of its paws points straight at where the sun rises on winter solstice day. Now, some folks think these alignments aren't a fluke and that they might have been intentionally placed by whoever built the Sphinx. Others argue it's just because the monument was built in a spot with awesome stargazing opportunities. But what if we told you the Sphinx's precision astronomy skills have led many to believe it could be so much more than a cool statue or a calendar? What if it's an ancient observatory, a time-telling powerhouse that's been hiding its true potential for centuries? Get ready for the wild card. Some dare to dream that the Sphinx might not just be a marvel of ancient architecture, but a cosmic portal too. They believe its starry alignments could unlock doors to other dimensions or parallel universes, giving us access to hidden realities. Now, we can't stress enough that this idea is purely theoretical and there's zero concrete proof to back it up yet. But before we dive into some truly mind-bending possibilities, let's take a closer look at something else equally intriguing. A tiny hole in the Sphinx's right ear. Because yes, you read that right, its ear has a secret passage. Now let's zoom in on this mysterious 5 cm diameter hole near the Sphinx's right ear. Could it be a passageway to a secret chamber? The idea has piqued people's curiosity for centuries, and we've got a fascinating tale from the 16th century to share. German traveler Johann Hilfrich wrote about encountering the Sphinx's ear hole during his visit. He claimed that back in the day, a priest actually slipped inside and allegedly heard the Sphinx respond when speaking into it. This captivating account helped spread the rumors of hidden chambers beneath the Sphinx, leaving us wondering what secrets might still be hidden within this ancient wonder. But here's the twist. Over a century ago, treasure hunters tried to squeeze through that ear hole, but it turned out to be way too small for a person. So much for the secret chamber theory. Later on in 1926, a metal hatch was even installed to keep people and theories from getting stuck or making things worse. It looks like we can scratch off this particular mystery. But who knows what other secrets the ancient Egyptians left behind? Next up, let's take a trip down the road to Egypt, where another mind-blowing theory has been floating around. Did extraterrestrial beings have a hand in constructing these massive pyramids? Now let's dive into one of the wildest theories out there. Did extraterrestrial beings really help build the Sphinx? Some people think so, and it all comes down to its massive size and seemingly ancient age. If we believe some researchers, the Sphinx might be a whopping 10,000 years old, way older than when the first Egyptians were known to have roamed the land. That's even before they built their famous pyramids. The idea is that only an incredibly advanced civilization, or maybe even aliens, could have pulled off such a monumental feat. But we gotta keep things in check here. There's no concrete evidence to back up this theory just yet, and many experts think it's way too far out to be true. So, what do you think? Is the Sphinx of extraterrestrial origin or not? Here's another piece of evidence that gets some people buzzing about extraterrestrial involvement: water erosion on the Sphinx, which suggests it might have been built when the Sahara was a lush land, not the desert we know today. This would put its construction way before the ancient Egyptians showed up in the area. Talk about throwing a wrench into our timeline. Now, let's look up at the stars and see what else connects the Sphinx to space. Did you know it lines up with several constellations? Some believe this alignment is no coincidence, but rather proof that the builders had knowledge or even guidance from beings beyond Earth. Mind blown, right? One mind-blowing alignment is when the Sphinx's paws point directly at where the winter sun rises on the shortest day of the year. Talk about a cosmic greeting. Some think these star connections aren't just luck, but rather intentional clues left by the builders. Others say it's simple geography. The Sphinx was placed in this spot for a reason, and that reason has nothing to do with aliens. But what if I told you that its incredible precision might have made it an ancient astronomy lab or calendar? The more we learn about the Sphinx's stellar alignments, the more it seems like this 4,500-year-old wonder might have been so much more than just a statue. You won't believe what's been hiding beneath our ancient friend. Recent finds in the Great Pyramid got us all curious. Could there be secrets inside the Sphinx too? A team of French sleuths used top-secret scanning tech to peer underneath the Sphinx, and what they found was astonishing. a massive void right where the paws meet the ground. It's not a natural cave, so we're left wondering, is this evidence that the Sphinx holds a hidden chamber, just waiting to be uncovered? The Sphinx, one of history's greatest mysteries. But have you ever wondered about its most striking feature, the missing nose? Theories are plentiful, but no clear culprit has been found. Some say it was a Muslim ruler's wrath in the 14th century. Others claim it's just a victim of time and erosion. But here's the really cool part. Some think that the nose might have been chiseled off to hide an ancient secret message or symbol on its face. Can you imagine what kind of hidden code could be behind this iconic visage? Get ready for a major Sphinx shocker. You might have thought this ancient wonder was built in the arid desert we know today, but hold on to your hat. It turns out the Sphinx was constructed on top of bedrock that's literally saturated with water. That's led scientists down an intriguing path. Maybe the Sphinx is way older than we thought. Perhaps it was built when the Sahara Desert was actually a lush oasis. This water erosion theory isn't just a wild guess. Evidence shows the Sphinx has suffered serious damage from, you guessed it, water. If true, this could flip our understanding of ancient civilizations on its head. Maybe the builders of the Sphinx were way more advanced than those legendary Egyptian pharaohs. Now it's your turn to get involved, Ul. Do you think the Egyptian Sphinx still holds secrets waiting